Good evening, it's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. Welcome to another Masculine Monday stamping tutorial with me, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the UK. So I demonstrate these beautiful Stampin' Up! Products to you guys in the hope that you might go, I fancy doing that at home. And then if you fancy doing that at home and you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or Holland, you can purchase these products from me. Woohoo! So if you'd like a catalogue, please get in touch. I'm on a bit of a wreath trip, so I am sorry if this is getting a bit boring for you guys. Keep doing the wreaths, but remember that any of the stamping techniques you can be adapted for however you craft. You don't have to do it the way I do it. You can play around with the technique and, you know, make it yours. Do your own thing. All right, you don't have to do it how I do it. So yeah, that's the key. Hi Jess, got crafty. Hi Bev, hi Steph, welcome. Just having a little my jasmine tea. Right, so I've just been prepping some of the stamps, getting ready, and I'll quickly go through what I've picked out to use. I don't know if I will use all these stamp sets, but I've chosen them to go with. The main kind of focal point is Sea of Textures. I don't have that many nautical themed stamp sets. In fact, I think this is the only one. I did borrow the Sailing Home stamp set with a lighthouse from a friend, but I've returned it to her now, so this is the only one I've got in my stash. But I'm hoping that by looking at, you know, what I do with it, you can adapt it for your use. Oh yes, ocean theme. So this is Sea of Textures. It's got this fabulous little octopus and then loads and loads of textures in it. It's fabulous. Then I've tried to find some dotty, spotty, stroke, bubbly looking stamps, because I thought it would be quite fun to try and use, you know, just to restrict and go with those initially, but we'll see how we do. So I've also got this one here because it's got the speckles, so that's okay. Let's just start again. That one's Sea of Textures, that one's Gallery Grunge, that's Artisan Textures. I did pick Love What You Do out because it's got some nice kind of leafy things here, which I thought reminded me of seaweed, and it's also got like a blob there, and it might be that this blob is quite useful as well. So just because a stamp set can initially look quite floral and feminine, actually it's worth having another look at them, and it, you know, by excluding certain ones you can kind of, you know, work your way around it. Hi Cindy, hi Bev. The octopus make a good filler tendrils. Yes. And then this one, Daisy Delight, I've just purely got it out because of the spot. Actually, no, I tell a lie. It's the spot, and I quite like this, the stalk here. Oh, in actual fact, that can look quite seaweed-like as well. Let's get that into focus. Come on, focus. There we go. This is quite seaweedy, so that's quite good. Yes, there is, but I don't have Sail Away, so we're kind of working around it. Then I chose this one for the dotties. So that's Perennial Birthday, still available. Hi Janice. And then I grabbed this one out for the sort of leafy bits here. So I know it's quite stamp heavy. I kind of apologise but not apologise for it, because, you know, this video is kind of mainly for people who already stamp quite a lot. So I presume you may have lots of stamps in your collection. But it's also a way I want to encourage you to look at your stamps in a different way, kind of work around things, rather than just thinking, oh, I have to have a specific stamp set to achieve a specific look. You don't. Just have a look, see what you've got. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge for me. I've not done a masculine wreath or wreath looking like thing. So I've got a piece of 12 by 12 here, and I've pulled out a few blues, but if you can make any other suggestions of what you would like to see me use, then please do. I've got Pacific Point Balmy Blue, Pool Party and Soft Sea Foam, but I'm quite happy to take suggestions from you guys as to what you think I should use. So if you're new to Stampin' Up have these gorgeous colours. They have 50 colours at their disposal, or our disposal, or ready for purchase, and they really are fabulous. They are so well designed in terms of how they go together. You can rarely kind of pick a bad colour combination with Stampin' Up colours. It's very, very clever how they do it. Right, let's just prep my area. I've stuck all these mats down because some of the stamps I'm using are photopolymer. So, right. Okay, so now this is the point where you kind of take a breath and you go, right, what are we going to start with and how are we going to get this going? So I think I'll start with the bubbles just to create a round look. Then I think I might do some of the netting, and then we'll go from there. So actually I might just grab something, like Sahara sand. No. Oh, Sahara sand or grey granite. We'll go with Sahara sand. And while I'm here, I'm going to grab Nice of Navy. I don't know, it could... if you need a few more greens in here, I think. Maybe a bit of Purple. And... oh, now a green I don't tend to use that often, but I'd like to use a bit more of. It's Call Me Clover. I don't know if that's a bit too bright, but we'll see. Hi, Pam. Just a few colours, yeah, just a few colours and just a few stamps. You know, we do want to have fun with this, don't we? Right, I thought I moved that up. What's going on? Did it drop down? I'll try and tighten that a bit to see if it'll stay better. That's too far gone now, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Right, so let's begin. Oh, I've got something by my feet. Oh, I'm trying to get comfy because I'm going to be sat here for 20 minutes, so I need to be comfortable. That is important when stamping, actually. I know I keep saying it, but I do sometimes get to the point where I'm like, oh, my back. Right. So this is 12 by 12. This is a 12 by 12 inch. So it's quite big. It can be quite daunting when you first look at this space. But, as I usually say, trust the process. It will come together. So I'll talk through what I'm kind of thinking of doing initially. I want to lay down just a little bit of colour to start off with. And actually I want to go lighter. I think I want to go lighter than that. I'm going to go soft sea foam because I'm a bit scared. Finally cut up my nose and been playing with it. Not my nose, a one-sheet wonder. You cut up your nose? That could look awful. Hi, Donnie from South Louisiana. I borrowed it from someone, Sheila, that sail away one. Sailing away, sailing home, whatever it's called. Okay, I'm going to start. Oh, okay, right, come on, Ruth, you can do it. So let's just get some of this colour down. Whew. Right, first layer done. I might go back in and do more, but I just need to get some colour down to start off with because I need to start somewhere, you know. Okay, so let's get some of this. This is grey. No, it's not. Sahara sand. Ooh, that's quite dark, but I'm hoping that it will lighten up. Okay. Oh, we could do even third generation stamping with this. I should have done that really. Okay. You never use this colour? Ah, Sahara Sand. Oh, I love it. It's nice. Is this your first live, Donnie? Oh, welcome. Can everyone say a big welcome to Donnie? Great to see you. Thank you for coming. Okay, so this, I would normally do this with a floral one, but it would probably be a bit more leafy. So now I'm actually going to put my flower in. So this would be the octopus. And I'm thinking we go for, maybe 1, 2, and maybe 3. Okay, so that's our kind of like flower element. So I'm wondering, do we go, should we go Pacific Point? But I'm then going to add some touches of Night of Navy to him, maybe with a dauber. Now this is a very new ink pad, so I'm going to go gently with this because it is a new ink pad. It's very juicy, so it's all nicely coloured in. I'm going to see if I can grab myself a dab dauber. I don't know what colour's on here. It's looking quite old, this. Oh, it doesn't look like it's got anything on it. Oh, you're welcome. Glad you made a live. I know there are quite a few of you who watch on the replay and you don't always get to see me live, so it's always lovely to have your company if you can get to me on a live. Okay, so I'm dib-dabbing in the navy and I'm just adding a bit of extra colour to his head. No idea how it's going to turn out because, as I said, this is a very new pad. Hi Vicky Reuter, is that right? Welcome. Is it your first time on a live? I did my daughter's wedding invites in Sahara Sand and very vanilla embossed vellum. Ooh, that sounds nice. Oh, you can't tell much of the Night of Navy, but it's definitely there. I'm wondering if I ink, I'm going to ink up half of it in Pacific and then ink the other half in Night of Navy. And then I'm going to maybe daub them together. See what happens. Won't know if we don't try. Hi, Christine. Oh, okay, Vicky. Oh, I'm glad I got your name right. Okay, so Pacific Point, bit of Night of Navy on the top, and then a bit of daubing to kind of bring it all together. And I think he could go, I'm presuming it's a he. He's going to go there. Hi, honeybee. Woo! Okay. Hey, Mr. Little Octopus. What a cutie. Oh, hi, Brenda. Didn't see you come on. Just going to give this a quick ink clean because I can see myself sticking my arm in this if I have it on the side. Okay, right, so now, Trixie Wixie, what do we do now? What about some bubbles? Some more bubbles, but something a little bit more, I don't know. What about some pool party? Under the sea in an octopus garden. Ooh, that's a nice way of putting it. I've got my favourite candle burning here, guys. Smells delicious. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm sort of stamping quite close to his head where the intensity of the bubbles are, and then I'm doing that, and then, sorry, lifting it up, and then I'm moving it upwards to get a kind of a lighter bubbles going away. I think I might do it the other way around as well. Let's see if that would work. So it looks like there's a bit of a concentration of bubbles around him. Well, funny enough, when I first saw this octopus, Christine's just said, I thought you didn't like this octopus. I didn't, to be quite honest. I found him a little bit creepy. He reminded me of a character from Doctor Who. And then I actually Googled, or didn't go, I went on Pinterest and I looked up octopus, because octopi, because I think I probably would have, I started seeing octopi come up in various designs. I thought, oh, they actually look quite good. And then when I realised that actually they're really beautiful, they're super multicoloured, and that I didn't have to just stamp him in a kind of black or blue or whatever. I mean, I know I've done in blue here, but you know, they come in pink and oranges, and oh, they're amazing. And then I kind of thought, actually, I do like them now. So there we go. Hi, Kay. Donnie says, we'll be in your part. Oh, my husband's plans a trip to England, Scotland, Paris for 50. Oh, wow. So are you going to brush past Wales? Because I'm just on the border with England. I'm not quite in England. Well, I'm not in England. I'm in Wales. Oh, how exciting. That is so cool. Right, so now I want to do kind of like clumps of coral, really. So I know that the coral would probably be on the sea floor. I do know that, but we're kind of creating a bit of a wreath. So it's a bit, we're kind of doing it in a slightly different way. So I'm not going to apologise for that. Has he already booked where you're going? Where's Janice? Oh, is there? Cindy says there's a great show on public television called Do Octopuses... Isn't it Octopi Dream? Octopus's Dream. I don't know. Do Octopus's Dream. I wonder. What would they dream about? So I'm inking up just that portion there. I don't want that great big long stem. Hi, Melanie. Right, now I really want to stamp the coral in some nice coral colours, to be quite honest with you. So I'm wondering whether to go down the orangey route. Yeah, no, Christine, I was pulling your leg. I didn't write it that too, but I'll let you. I asked them to come and see and not to pass the card to me. Oh, is that a poem? Oh, that's all right, Steph. Sleep well. Oh, Cindy. Exactly. I was thinking that it's got to be Calypso Coral. Yellow, Esther. Yellow. Okay, I feel like I need to put more texture in here first before I put the coral in. So I've already done the little greeny bits there. Oh, there's that big long one here. Oh, right, okay. So now this is interesting because this is very straight lines. So how am I going to use straight lines in this without making it look a bit odd? I think I'm going to have to restrict it to just particular places. Right, so I'm being very careful here because I don't want these great big lines to interfere too much with the kind of roundness of what I'm doing here. Hi, Linda. Yeah, I did, Esther. I shortened it there because I didn't need it that long. Right. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go for the coral. The other option is, do you get... No, coral tends to be coral coloured, doesn't it? It doesn't tend to be blue. Even like anemones and things are like gorgeous pinks and stuff, aren't they? See, I'm even thinking a little bit of a melon mambo on the edges. Would that be out of place? What do you think? Blushing Bride. I think it would be too pale, to be honest, Janice, because I've already put down that Sahara sand and it's been there for a few minutes and that is the colour it is. I don't think it would show up. Now, do I treat this coral as if it's like a flower and create a flower, or do I just have it, you know, growing as well, placed as if it's on a wreath? Oh, questions. Oh, pray for your sister who's in surgery. Oh, Melanie, yes. Oh dear. Grapefruit Grove, yes, that would be a good one. Excuse me, yawning. Right, I'm just getting a bit of melon mambo on my dauber. I'm going to add a bit of melon mambo to the edges. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but anyway, we'll go with it. Ooh, quite like that. Just need to stamp off. Hold on. Oh, had a Stampin' Up order arrive today. Quite a lot of it was for customers, but I did get the little flower punch that is available in Celebration. I got that today. And I also purchased the Peaceful Moments sentiment set, that one, because I did think it's got some lovely scripted fun sentiments in that, and I thought it would be useful. Okay, so the reason why I'm kind of cleaning off my stamp after I've done it is because I've got all that melon mambo on there, and I don't really want to transfer a lot of melon mambo back into Calypso Coral, so I'm going Calypso Coral, and it's making a little bit of a difference. The other option you can do is do like what's called a rock and roll technique, is where you roll the stamp like that, but sometimes you can end up with slightly harsh lines, so. But no, oh no, it's worked out okay. There we go. That's not too bad. Coral is all colours, says Christine. I'm going to have to do some research. It's been a while since I've looked it up. Never thought of putting the octopus on other than a child's card. Oh, see, I don't see him as a child's octopus. I see him as quite a grown-up octopus, this one. Okay, I get a little bit of... Now I'm just going to go in for pink with this one now. And I suppose the great thing about coral is actually they grow sort of in all sorts of directions, don't they? They don't actually just grow upwards all the time. They kind of depends where the sea current is not blowing them, is carrying them, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just aware of like trying to keep the roundness of this going. Hi, Rails Cheatham. Have I said that right? Rails. Hi, Carol. Is it your first live, Rails? Oh, I nearly stamped that in the Mullen Mambo then. Oh, welcome. Have you watched my other videos, or is this your first time ever to my channel? Hi, Joanne. They were just singing a song about Under the Sea, and here's Ruth. Check out The Octopi Soul by Simon Montgomery. Great read, one of our book clubs. Oh, I presume it's about octopi. Betty, what did Betty say? I missed that. I'm here watching, in between looking after two of my triangle. They're watching Play School at the moment. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm just looking at kind of the gaps, and I'm also looking at my screen here to kind of, I think that's fairly okay. I'm just wondering whether we might take that out a little bit further, something there. And then I don't know whether to do something up here by his head. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I want to get into adding a few more leafy things. Oh, but I'm wondering if I can create a bit of coral from some of that one. Looks, I know it's not specifically coral-like, but sorry, coral, but it could be coral-like, couldn't it? We don't have to be pedantic, do we? I could get the Grapefruit Grove in for this bit now. Something a little bit lighter. Coralesque. Yes, it's coralesque. Right, where are we going? Grapefruit Grove. When I said that, I wanted to go Grapefruit Grove, like Barker Grove. I used to watch Barker Grove. If I said that in the right accent, it's like Newcastle, Barker Grove. Showing my age now. It was a UK television programme for those of you in America, and it was about kids who had like it was about kids like who had like their really cool youth club called Biker Grove, and it was where two quite famous presenters in the UK, Ant and Dec, they kind of debuted on that. as performers. They were two characters on this programme, and it was kind of around when I was a teenager. I think you saw him as Bond Octopus when he first came out. Oh, okay, you've watched my videos. Thanks, Rails. But first time on live. It's nice to have your company. Right. Oh, maybe another little bit down here. I've managed to get a bit of pink down there. Okay. All good. I think we just need to be adding a few more blobbies in this. So what about some balmy blue dots? So the dots don't necessarily need to go everywhere. But you can kind of look for the gaps, or maybe you need to just make it a bit more wreath-like to make, you know, follow the patterning round. There. So look what's going on here. So I'm kind of thinking, is this area filled? This area around here? What dot stamp do I like the best? I think it depends what it's for, Linda. I mean, my go-to would be the one from Waterfront, but that's just because I like delicate, you know, the delicateness of it. But it all kind of depends what I'm doing, really. Oh, actually, let's keep that open. I think I might be daring and actually stamp some larger spots. Or have I already got it out? Oh yes, I've already got it out. Okay, so you don't have to get this stamp set for this. Just have a look at your collection, because you may already have some kind of spot like this in your collection. It just so happens that that's what I have right now. I do have retired stamp sets that have sort of dots and things in them, but I'm trying to keep it sort of fairly easy for you guys to be able to replicate with current product. So now it's interesting, the addition of these. It almost gives them a little bit more of a textured focal point. It's very interesting. Good night, Steph. Sleep well. Bit different. Take care, Christine. Bye. Right, I'm wondering whether I need a little bit more green in here. Oh, we've got also in this stamp set this lovely... This is very different from what I've already got on here. And this will be interesting, the addition of this. Because these have got lots of lines on them. And we haven't got anything else like that on here yet. But again, I just have to be very careful because they're quite straight. Or they're quite long. So do I want them to go round? Or do I want them to just... Oh, right. Okay, let's have a think. I kind of want them growing out of things. I don't just want to... Oh, starfish would look lovely. I just don't have any. Oh, you're right, Linda. It does. That's quite seaweed-like, isn't it? And it's got the dotties. Thank you, Linda. Good call. Well, I'm just going to do a bit of cleaning up while I'm here. No, this is just a big stamped picture. I'm not going to cut this up, no. Don't panic. If you've looked back on some of my other videos recently, I've been getting into doing these wreaths. So, yeah, Ali. Yeah. As I said it, you were typing it, I think. Okay, let's go in with a bit more green here then. It'll be interesting to see how this works with it, because it's got a bit more of a line drawing to it. Okay, let's just do it. And I think because it's the sea, I don't mind if, like for example, I've got sort of some straight lines here and then I've got some curved lines going opposite. And I think it just adds movement and, you know how the sea just, you know, you have like seaweed crossing over and it just feels like that. And it's okay to have these sort of, you know, slightly curved bits with the straighter bits, and it looks fine. I'll tell you what, half the problem is just taking the plunge and doing it and trying it and going, okay, let's just do it. Let's just see. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Never mind. I feel like I've got a bit of a bare bit here. I could use what on another one, Linda? What do you mean? Right, I think it'd be nice now to use that tiny little dotty one. I've already done balmy blue. Let's go back to the pool party. These fine little dots. Actually, you know what I could get away with using is Pacific Point for this. I'll do a few more in this, but actually I think it would be quite fun to do some darker dots. I have stacks of sets piled up on a bench near my desk. I don't want to put them away because I have bits of this and bits of that. Just get a really big block and just put those ones on there that you want to use. And then put the stamp sets away. Oh no, it's worked, Linda, that curved leaf. No, that's fine. Oh yes, this Pacific Point looks fab with this. If you have special someone, the flower filling stamp would look good. Ah, no, I don't think I've got that. No, I don't have that. There is in Beautiful Bouquet, there is a flower, isn't it? No, it's not a 5-pointed one though, I don't think. In oh, what's that stamp set that went with that flower punch? It's retired now. I think there's a 5-pointed star in that. Actually, let's have a look at the flower. That could almost look like a sand dollar, couldn't it? That's got dots on it as well. I don't think they would go amiss. I think these could. Oh, that little one could be used, couldn't it? Anyway, oh, could do another one. I'm quite happy with that. I don't think it needs any more. Hashtag stampers need for therapy. Right, so what's that? Stamp world problem, yeah. If you have special... What, Ali, do you think the stamps would kind of go, we missed that little Dotty stamp. Where's it gone? It was said it was going to be home by midnight. Oh, if stamps could talk. Defo the Starflower in Beautiful. Really, Janice, you think that one would work? Where's SpongeBob? No, it's a 6 flower. It's a 6 petal. Yeah, not quite right. Was there a sand dollar in the Sailing Home one? Here we go, look. This one. Bunch of, this is retired, bunch of blossoms. What do you think? Shall I use that one? Well, that looks like a shell as well. Actually, I'd be inclined to use that one. No, starfish, Esther, not a sand dollar. No, but is that... I'm sure there's a sand dollar in... Oh, no, I tell you what it is. The dies have a sand dollar. And bear with. I'm just looking for it now. I knew there was a sand dollar somewhere. It's the dies. I do love these dies. Oh, the Seaside Naturals one. You've got that, haven't you, Esther? Maybe you could lend that to me sometime. Seeing as I've just lent you, what's it called? The unicorn one. Stamp with the die. I know, but I'd be worried that it didn't work out. Anyway, those are all great ideas. If you would like to try it out, go for it. I think I am going to leave that there as it is. I'm quite happy with that. Use the dies to ink through. Yes, good idea. There we go, just to get a bit of a closer view on it. Yes, I think the addition of those little dots really worked. No, I don't think it needs anything else. I'm quite sufficiently pleased with it. And I think what I like about it too is that it could be masculine or feminine. Like if this would look lovely in a child's room, perhaps, who just loves nautical stuff. Ooh, actually, my friend's little boy likes nautical things. Now, I have got a little bit of a smidgy widgy here. So, if I can find my... I did get it off the other day with an emery board. Let me see if I can... Excuse the noise, everybody. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Double map that beauty and get it on the wall. I had some friends round tonight and I was showing them the wreath one and she was like, oh, I wish I could stamp that. I was like, we'll have to get together. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Oh, bye, honeybee. Oh, go and get... Yes, go. Oh, that doesn't sound good if you're freezing. That sounds a bit fluey to me. Yeah, go and take some paracetamol and go to bed. Right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm a little bit weary, and I think that's quite good for a night's work. So that's taken, just under 50 minutes to do, just to give you an idea. Mind you, I was talking to you guys for some of it, but yeah, just to give you an idea of what you could produce. I mean, you're quite welcome to copy this. If you'd like to share any of your creations, please head over to Artful Stampin Space. So, who was new on here earlier? Rails. If you'd like to join my Facebook group, if you're on Facebook, please join me over there. Let me just flip the camera and we'll have a quick chat. Ooh, now hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I need to... Why is my thing not moving? Ooh, hold on. Ooh, that's better. Love the coral on the lower left. It reminds you of a bow. Oh, yes, I suppose it does. There we go. Get you back a bit close. Oh, extreme close up. Oh, I'm going for my eye test tomorrow, everybody. You'll be so pleased to know. Yeah, I'm going for my eye test tomorrow. So you never know. I don't quite know what I'm going to get. Just got a new cup of tea, have you? Oh, lovely. Yes, I'm going to finish off my cup of tea. Thank you, Monica. Rails, yes, Rails Cheetham. If you'd like to join the Facebook group, the link will be below. I think I've got it listed like shop, support, share. So it's under share. Oh, I am Kay. Why? Are they not very good? Is that going to be a mistake? Yes, do watch the replay. Oh dear, Kay, message me. Nice to see you, Monica. Whopper at last. Oh, did they? Oh, well, hopefully they won't mess with me. I'll send you after them, Kay. I'll get them to ring in. Okay, right now, £500. £500. Oh, congratulations, Deborah. Well done. I hope you've ordered some nice things in your goodie bag. Not goodie pack, what am I talking about? Your starter kit. So yeah, don't forget, guys, if you would like to actually join Stampin' Up, that's an option. Obviously, you can click on the link below. I think it says join here. Read through the independent demonstrator agreement, because it's really important that you understand what you're signing up to, because you're signing a contract with Stampin' Up. You don't have to do what I do. You can sign up for the discount. You know, if you're a hobby demonstrator who loves, you know, just this product and you want it for a bit cheaper. Oh, Bobby's your upline. Oh, fantastic. Bobby's got his first downline. You joined for the discounts. Yeah. It is as a Stampin' Up family. Whatever I would say that just like a normal family, there are some people who do get on, some people who don't get on. There'll be some people who are just too different from yourself that you just might not get on with, but that's okay. But what unites us is a love of Stampin' Up. So I think sometimes whenever there are, you know, any difficulties, some like interpersonal difficulties between Stampin' Up demonstrators, I think the best thing to do is just remember why we love the product, you know. And exactly, Deborah. Yeah, you know, I do chuckle to myself sometimes when people kind of, you know, like you've just done, gone, oh, it's like a family. Yes, it is like a family, but you're saying it in a positive way. But I do know that, you know, not, you know, there are times where we don't always get on, but we just try and be as kind as possible, and just sort of, yeah, just like in normal everyday life, there'll be people who, you know, perhaps don't agree with what you do, or you think someone else, other people don't agree, but you don't agree with the way other people run their business. But at the end of the day, you sign up and it's for you to conduct your business in a professional manner, and of course according to your demonstrated agreement with Stampin' Up. But you can choose to run your business in your own way. So yeah, I sometimes wonder if we give off this vibe that it's all happy and lovely and super shiny all the time, and it's not. It's not. You know, there are demos that do fall out quite badly, and there are some people who join who perhaps, you know, are not so nice people. So I started this whole, but my daughter and her friends had other ideas, so I do workshops for them. There we go, Vicky. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny how that happens, isn't it? I've heard so many people say that. I joined for the discount, but then I ended up, you know, da 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 da. You know. Yeah, it is hard, but life is hard work, isn't it? Life, relationships, you know, because at the end of the day, every single person's life experience on the planet is unique to them, and the way one reacts to things, the way you process information, the way you see things, you know, even just in creative areas, you know, I might make something and someone go, oh, don't like that colour. Why'd you choose that colour for? You know, and it's like, yeah, well, this is the reason I chose it, and that's the way it is. I'm happy with what I've made, but you'll feel free to go make what you want to make. Like I saw a video the other day of a lady who has had to have a YouTube break because for whatever reason there are quite a few nasty things said about her. And I looked back at a video she'd made, and it was something like 10 tools I wish I'd never bought, or you know, something like that. Like, I think she made the video to try and be helpful to people, to say, look, have a think about what you buy and what you don't buy. But I can imagine that for some crafters, if their favourite tool was on this list, they'd get really uppity, and obviously told her so. And this poor lady's had to take a bit of an internet break because, you know, she took it to heart. But she's come back, and I just thought, oh, you know, come on, it's okay to disagree with people, you know. But there we go. Yeah, and you know, some of her videos are very helpful, so I'm glad she's back. My husband did say that I should be doing things like top 5 videos or top 10 videos. So I'd like your opinion on this. Like top 10, you know, useful tools to get maybe as a beginner. You know, maybe 5 tools that I found surprising, or my top 5 current stamp sets that I enjoy using, you know, that kind of stuff. So what do you think, guys? Sometimes our differences are what inspires others. Sometimes it rubs us off. Watch that video. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's true. My Cuttlebug plates are getting really bad and they discontinue. I need a new one. Oh, Cuttlebug are not producing those again, are they, Linda? Linda, are you a demo? What did Deborah say? Of course it's presented in a positive way, but reality is a bit off, as in all relationship. Yeah, that's right. Politics, yeah. Politics with a small p. Not really politics with a big P. We don't talk about politics with a big P, generally. We try and stay away from those. We don't mention the B word, Brexit. We don't mention the T word, Trump. We don't mention the... what else do we not talk about as demonstrators? And what's really funny is I have demonstrator friends all over the world who hold very different political views, you know, but we just not talk about them. I just don't talk about it. It's fine. What did I keep my negative thoughts to myself and just share positive comments. Good attitude, Janice. Good attitude. Yes, most liked and most used tools. Okay, right, I'll jot this down. I should have a notebook of ideas. Put links for emboss resist. Oh, I've got a little note here that I was supposed to do something. Right, I'll stick that down there. I'll try and do that tomorrow after I've had my eye test. Right, so top 10 or top 5. I'll just put top 10/5. Most used tools. I would relate it to what you do. So top 5 that you find useful for your one-sheet wonders. Okay. What? Most used stamps or stamp sets or... Oh, the Cuttlebug is completely... Oh, okay, I didn't realise that. Linda, what are you referring to? My glasses always are full. Oh, yeah, but you are signed up. Okay, Linda, go into... sign into the demo area and type in the little find section... die cutting machine, I think. There was news about it way back. Yes, what your husband said sounds great to me. Okay, thanks, Carol. I was taught that if you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. No. You wrote a comment after Janice. Yeah, I've written that down, Esther. Top 10 stamp. Oh, so top 10 colours. Thanks, Label Mail. Nice to see you. Top. Yeah, it'll be interesting if maybe over the course of a month, I have maybe I should have type out the colours, and every time I go to use a colour, I'll tick it. Yeah, that would be interesting. And maybe once a week share the results. I mean, I'd have to do a video about it, but I could maybe just take a photo and put it on Instagram or something. That would be interesting. Oh, punches. Yep. Punches. I was going to do maybe like a top 5 or top 10 one sheet wonder formulas, but I didn't know whether to save that for when I do. Oh, praise the Lord, Melanie. Thanks for updating us. So Melanie, she said her sister's out of surgery. Oh, you like it when I use the scraps. I know, but what could I do that as a top 10? What about top 5, something like card layouts that I tend to have in my head? Because, or top 5 ways of approaching scraps? Layouts for cards. Approaches to scraps. Yeah, because I have done different scrap videos and done different things with them. So like there's, doing them into squares. I haven't done circles yet, which I'd really like to do. I'm telling you them now already. But anyway, I'll keep it to myself, what I'm thinking. Okay, Esther. Top 10 ways to use scraps. Approaches or uses. Okay, thank you for your input, guys. Just to let you know how to be a wise SU buyer. That's so funny. Just to let you know, I am attempting a certain milestone. I have been Silver Elite in the past, so Stampin' Up as a company reward people in different ways for certain sales achievements and recruitment achievements. So at the moment, I'm Silver, and when you reach Silver Elite, it means that you can attend certain extra kind of conferences or events. And Stampin' Up for the first year are putting on a special event in New Orleans in August for Silver Elite demonstrators. And I had a look at my sales targets, and it is possible that I could meet my sales targets. I have to work at it, of course. But there's a possibility that I'll be able to go to New Orleans for this event, because Stampin' Up are also subsidising anybody who's not in the US the airfare to get there. Okay, so that's I couldn't afford it otherwise, to be quite honest with you, and I couldn't justify the expense. So there's a possibility, just a possibility, that yes, hot and muggy. It's all right, I like the heat, I'll be fine. So there's a possibility I'll be going to New Orleans. It would be awesome, wouldn't it, Deborah? Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys. I'm not going to... I've had to think about it for about a week, and I'm at the stage in my life where I have got a lot of other stuff going on. So, you know, Stampin' Up is not my life. It's part of my life. I love it, and I love especially doing the YouTube stuff. But I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. I'll do the classes that I already do. I'll do the YouTubes that I already do. And there's a possibility of maybe, you know, doing a couple of parties locally. You know, that'd be great if I could do that. But I've just kind of left it in the Lord's hands, really, because I want to know that it's the right thing to do, because it's, you know, it's nearly a week out from me being away from my family, and I've got other stuff, you know, other commitments that, you know, like the stuff to do with Kenya. So it feels like a little bit of a luxury, but it also feels like a really incredible opportunity just to go and do something really different, and for not so much money. So anyway, I thought I'd tell you guys that, and watch this space. Take care, Carol. I haven't forgotten your cards, but a crisis struck. That's nothing. Oh, that's fine. No, that's fine, Wendy. No worries, no worries. Sorry to hear that. Thanks, Deborah. Yeah, absolutely. So I've had a quick look at the flights, and I was saying to a friend today, I'm not going to look anymore. I can't. I've just got to work, and if I achieve the target, then I'll think about it. I can't, because otherwise I'll be filling my head with ideas. Thank you, guys. It's the end of August. End of August, yep. So Sorry to hear about all that, Wendy. Be thinking of you. Yeah. Okay. Right, thanks for listening to me. And thanks for your ideas about the top 10s and 5s or whatever. And I'll go and print out. I used to have the colours on a sheet here, but anyway. I'll go and print that out, and then I'll tick it off as I go. Thank you, guys. Yeah, no, I quite like hot, so, but yeah, muggy. But anyway, won't be in a hotel, so. Lots of love to you all. Take care. Bye.